What if I told you every detour, delay, or denial in your life wasn't rejection, but redirection? Welcome back to DivineBlueprintsCo. I am your very own host, the common denominator. Thank you so much for liking the videos. Thank you so much for listening. And thank you for subscribing, becoming a part of this moving family. In this episode, we're unlocking a truth that has saved me and maybe will save you. God operates like a divine GPS. In fact, God is our divine GPS. When your plans go off course, He doesn't throw you away. He reroutes you with love, often through unexpected roads. Think about your real GPS. You plug in a destination. You start moving. But what happens when you miss a turn? It recalculates. Now think about how often you felt like you missed God's will. The job didn't come through. The relationship ended. The move felt wrong. But what if you didn't miss it? What if that closed door was a spiritual redirection? Proverbs 16 verse 9 says, "A man's heart plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps." God's reroutes are never random. They are full of mercy. A lot of times, when you look into it, your setback is just a shortcut to protection. You might have felt like the setback was meant to stifle your growth. You might have felt like the setback was actually a major obstacle that you couldn't overcome. But when you take your mind out of the situation and the circumstance and you analyze it accordingly, you get to see that it was actually all working in your favor. That which you thought was meant to break you was actually meant to strengthen you, to reposition you, to realign you, and put you on the right course so you'll be well off on your path to attain that which really would work in sync with your purpose. Let's go deeper. How does God actually redirect us? Through inner conviction. That uneasy feeling, that holy pause, that sudden disinterest in something you once wanted so badly. That's spiritual GPS saying, turn around, reroute. Through closed doors. Sometimes the redirection is loud and clear, like a no from heaven. But every no has a yes hidden in it somewhere else. Through people. God sends wise counsel, mentors, or even strangers who confirm what your spirit already knows. Through delay. Don't rush what God is reworking. Sometimes delay is divine insulation. Now, here's the hard truth. A GPS can't reroute unless the driver is willing to keep moving. Are you sitting still in fear or bitterness because the plan changed? You may not be where you thought you'd be by now, but that doesn't mean you're lost. As long as you're willing to listen, God can still take you to your destination, the destination that is suitable for you. Even if he has to whisper it to you turn by turn. So, how do you stay aligned with the Spirit's GPS? You have to stay prayerful. You have to stay flexible, and you have to stay open. That's how you maintain connection. Trust that the voice of the Holy Spirit will guide you. In fact, it does, if you can quiet the noise around and listen. Not to your ideal, but to God's best. It is always God's will and God's best that is also best for us. What if your life isn't off course at all? What if you're right where you're supposed to be, just on a different road than you imagined? Then you just have to breathe, pause, and listen. The spiritual GPS has never lost track of you. And even if you've made 100 wrong turns, heaven still knows how to reroute you. You are not lost. You are led. Let this be your confirmation today. God still has a route for you. And it still leads to promise. So whenever you feel like you're getting off track, whenever you feel like you're being delayed by forces beyond your control, whenever you feel like it is taking forever and you're trying to tap into the patience, just keep in mind, know that God is in full control and you are being led to the destination that is suitable for you, where you would be protected, where you would feel real love, where you would feel real, genuine connection. You are not relying on your way. You are trusting that God, being the one that is operating as our divine spiritual GPS, he knows where there are roadblocks ahead. He knows where there are pitfalls. He knows where there are obstacles. And he is choosing and putting us on that route that is going to keep us safe and sound. Even if we feel like it is taking too long, you just have to keep in mind that the one that is in control actually knows the way. That is it for episode 2. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel once again. I am the common denominator. This is DivineBlueprintsCo. Please do share. Share with those who are feeling like that which they are working and praying for is delaying. They feel like there are forces working against them from attaining that which they truly deserve. Let them know that with God being at the center, with God being in full control, they can never be denied or robbed of that which truly belongs to them. They just need to exercise a little bit more patience and trust in the one that is really in control. Trust in the journey. Trust in the process. For even if they have to be rerouted, that is because the reroute is meant to take them down a safer path. Thank you for listening. I'll meet you in the next episode. Until then, sending you love, sending you courage. You stay blessed and stay in divine alignment. Thank you.